So is there maybe a theme or something that you see quite a bit in a divorce situation that like mistakes people are making or over people are overlooking something, or is it too every case is individual, would you say?
There's a little bit of broad stroke that you can brush on that. Certainly every case is different. You've got 9 community property states, so we've got statutory awards there.
Yeah.
Most other states seem to follow that. We kind of end up, Pete, at 50% of the marital share. There's certainly some debate that goes back and forth, and what a lot of people don't realize is that there is no guaranteed benefit from the federal government. There is no automatic benefit under FERS if you get a divorce. And in just about every state other than Pennsylvania, which I do not do any work in, and nor will I ever do any work in again. And my website says I will never work in that state. The parties are free to agree to whatever they want to do. If you want to give 10% of your pension or 90% of your pension, judges don't care as long as both parties have agreed to it. But one of the biggest mistakes that I see is when people, I get a lot of those, I just caught my husband or wife, or, oh, we just filed for divorce, whatever it is. There is this expectation that they're somehow not going to have their pension divided. And there's a lot of bad expectation out there from a federal employer annuitant thinking that they're going to keep their pension. And, well, he's not touching that, she's not touching that. Well, yes, they are. And you need to just expect that half of whatever was earned during the marital period is going to go away. And getting that realization into somebody's head is a little difficult. Sometimes people make really stupid decisions on the thrift savings plan, on like a couple days before they, a couple days after they file for divorce or separate, they'll move it all to the G fund because they don't want to have the balance go up or down during negotiations. What happens is your ex-husband or wife, Pete, is going to get awarded a percentage of that account on that date of separation. And on that date, you were in the C fund. And the court order of the thrift savings plan says, and plus earnings until paid.
Yeah.
So what happens is the TSP calculates earnings at the C fund rate. You're only making the G fund rate. I recently had a guy call me in an absolute panic because the thrift plan paid his ex-wife $80,000 more than he was thinking because he did exactly that. So my advice to people, and I rarely give advice, is leave your thrift alone. Invest your thrift if you're going through a divorce as if you weren't going through a divorce. Just business as usual. And whatever happens, happens. Don't try to play the game.
Well, we've all known people who've gone through a divorce, friends, family members, and I would say an overall theme is it's difficult for people to make pragmatic decisions during a stressful time, and then that's divorce by definition is stressful. So it's good to have a person like yourself who can kind of guide people through to make decisions better for themselves and when they're not really in position to do it sometimes.